Hola, 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 hola YouTube, soy vuestro chico de la shisha and I'm back again with another reaction. Now today I'm going to be reacting to two heavyweights, ARKANO versus ACZINO. Now these two have a history and whenever they face each other it's always a dope battle. I think the last time I did react to one of their battles when they faced off, I think in the Coliseum, I'm not too sure. But I can still remember some lines from that battle, so that tells you something. Obviously the one I actually remember was when ARKANO turned up to the battle wearing the kind of green checkered shirt that is kind of ACZINO's signature, and ACZINO said to him in the battle, like, why are you wearing that? Are you like, he basically calling him a stan. You know, those of you who don't know what a stan is, someone who is like obsessed with a celebrity or a singer or something like that. So he called him a stan, like, you know, you're such a fan, you're my fan, is that why you're wearing that shirt? And I was like, so I critiqued ARKANO. I was like, why the fuck would you do that? But obviously he had a plan in his head, and he flipped it and said, oh, the reason I'm wearing this is because I want you to see how your shirt looks on a champion. That was fucking dope. So I know these two, like, whenever you watch their battles, you're guaranteed to see bars and punchlines. I mean, both of them are former Red Bull champions. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Let's keep growing. I'm gonna keep giving you more content. We're on the way to 20k, so let's get there, guys. And if you do have any songs, freestyle, rap battles, anything with English subtitles, get in touch, drop it in the comment section below, send it to me over on my Instagram, guys. And yeah, I will check it out. So without further ado, let's smoke this shisha and get to the battle.
Quiero que todo Santiago empiece a levantarme la mano. A ver, Red Bull, hay algo que no puedo entender. Por favor, porque no otro participante. Es que ya le gané.
Oh yeah, that's disrespectful. ACZINO, man, every time he starts, like, he never warms up. He just give it to you straight away to let you know we're in a battle here. We're in a fucking battle. Let's see, Red Bull. There's something I can't understand. Please give me another participant. I already beat this one. Like, I already beat him. Why are you giving it to him? Why are you giving me? Why are you letting me face him again? Oh, okay. How are you gonna come back, ARKANO? Okay. Damn, I know this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna keep going back and forth. Man. But so far it's just, you know, punch, you know, just bar after bar. There's nothing too complicated. There's no reference. There's nothing yet. It's basically they're just disrespecting each other so far. But I know it's gonna heat up. Let's go.
Estos son los mejores que hay en el extranjero, por favor. Si yo juecié delante de ti, no te quedó más que aplaudirme, puta, y votar por mí.
Oh my god. Okay, I know something about ARKANO being a judge, because I reacted to Lobo versus Zasco and ARKANO was a fucking judge. So this is just basically, you know, throwing a shot based on that. If you were a judge in front of me, all you have left is to applaud me, bitch, and vote for me. But this was in 2015, so I don't know if he was ever, you know, on the panel, on the judges panel before then. So that was just ACZINO just throwing a shot, saying even if you're a judge, you're still gonna vote for me, because I'm better than you. Okay. He fucking flipped it. Damn, everybody knows ARKANO is great. Do not eliminate you as a judge to eliminate. There's something wrong with that translation, man. It doesn't make sense. But I think he's flipping the previous line that ACZINO said, even if you're a judge, you're still gonna applaud me, you're still gonna vote for me. So yeah, I know it's a dope flip. I know it's something to do. He flipped that definitely, but the translation is fucking wrong. It's not good. So let's go.
Mira que hay aquí, es el primero que elimino como jurado y como en sí. Mira que ahora viene a competir, ahora que se invierten los papeles, hermano, ya te puedes ir. Ya me puedo ir, pero te voy a joder, esto va a ser como un puto sin vivir. Pero bueno, esto no me extraña, vas a acabar soltando lágrimas como el año pasado en España.
Oh, so this is not the second time they battled. So they, how many times have these guys faced each other? Please let me know in the comment section below. Because ARKANO just said he's gonna make him shed tears just like he had last year in space. So I'm guessing ARKANO did beat him in 2014. I don't know what tournament that was, but I'm guessing he did beat him. Because I mean, they fucking, both of them are dope, man. It's sometimes when they face each other, it's very difficult to pick a winner because they got bars. Okay.
Como el año pasado en España. Como el año pasado en España. Mira que ACZINO ya nunca me entraña. Yo también voy a hacer algo que en otras ocasiones, como en el Coliseo, voy a matar a estos leones.
Okay, so he flipped he flipped that one. You see, they're just going back and forth. So I'm also gonna do something. I remember this battle in the Coliseum. I reacted to it with subtitles, and obviously ACZINO won that one. So I'm guessing they won so far. Okay, this is gonna be interesting to see who's gonna win.
Estos leones. Pero bueno, pero ¿qué dices de rap? ¿Quieres hacer algo nuevo? Gente que pierde la virginidad. Pero bueno, ARKANO es la cosa. Te follo y pierdes. Esta es la mierda novedosa. ¿Qué pasa esta?
Damn, too much disrespect, man. Damn. You said, hey, but what are you gonna say about rap? Do you want to do something new? Come on, you lose your virginity. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's go.
Pero bueno, ARKANO es la cosa. Te follo y pierdes. Esta es la mierda novedosa. ¿Qué pasa? Esta mierda no es igual. Uno se lleva los testículos y otro quiere relación sexual. ¿Qué pasa por España? Está bien que sea liberal. En el hip hop no discriminan al homosexual.
Damn. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I might know what these people are talking about because I reacted to Gasco and what's his name, and Lobo yesterday, and I remember when Gasco went over to the judges seat where ARKANO was a judge, and he made a fucking dope scheme about that. And then obviously Lobo said, oh, he sucked his this and he's come, and then there was a reference that says ARKANO supports he's been a good supporter of the LGBT community. Obviously the lesbians, gay, transsexuals and bisexuals and something like that. So this is, I'm guessing this is what this is about, because he's saying hip hop has, what ACZINO said something about hip hop, they do not discriminate against homosexuals. So basically he's calling him gay, but I don't think, is he gay? I don't know if he's gay or not. Okay, let's keep it going.
Está bien que sea liberal, en el hip hop no discriminan al homosexual. Uno se lleva los testículos, otro la paliza y el mayor de los ridículos. ¿Qué está pasando?
Dope and rhymes.
No soy homosexual, pero ¿quieres algo conmigo? Yo quiero algo contigo.
Oh my god, oh my god. What is happening? I continue. I'm not homosexual, but do you want something from me? Damn. Okay. They're just going back and forth.
¿Qué está pasando? Y sigo. No soy homosexual, pero ¿quieres algo conmigo? Yo quiero algo contigo. Quiero darte castigo. Quiero que esta mierda sea con cable y darte mi digo, mi amigo. Hazte para allá, imbécil. ¿Me quieres hacer esa mierda? Este tipo no es sexy. Pero bueno, yo soy un coloso.
Oh my god. Oh, the level of disrespect is so fucking crazy here. There's no, like, so far there's no punches, no reference, no dope references or whatever. It's just disrespectful. They're just going back and forth disrespecting each other. And ACZINO came back saying, move back, you idiot. Do you want to do that shit with me? This guy is not sexy. So like basically saying, even if I'm gonna turn gay, like, you're not sexy enough for me to do that. So yeah, okay.
¿Quieres hacer esa mierda? Este tipo no es sexy. Pero bueno, yo soy un coloso. Es un asesino, me acerco y se me pone nervioso. No pasa nada. Venga, a ver si en la segunda no haces otra cagada. Listo. Empiezo yo, tranquilo.
Yeah. There's not much in that round. There's not much between them. I said they were just going back and forth. If I had to vote, you know, I would give it a replica. Really, there's nothing much. But now this is what's gonna count, obviously.
Empiezo yo, tranquilo. ¿Sabes? Improviso y yo no me las pienso. Tranquilo, ACZINO, empiezo yo, no te pongas tenso. Quiero manos arriba en el concierto. Me siento como Nietzsche. Puedo decir que Dios ha muerto. No.
Okay. Okay, now we're battling. Now we are battling. I knew he was gonna drop a reference. I want hands up in the concert today. I feel like near Zitzj. I can say that God has died. You know, he was a German philosopher. I think he was a German. Is it German or Danish? I think he was a German philosopher. Yeah, he had this famous phrase that he said, you know, God is dead or something like that. So he's saying today I feel like that guy, and I can say that God has died. And obviously I think he's referring that there's a double meaning here as well. He's also referring to, I mean, I'm not sure. I think ACZINO has once referred to himself as the God of hip hop, or was that Chuti? I'm not sure. If it was ACZINO, then that would be a dope rhyme. Same, you know, that would be dope. That would be fucking dope. Okay, let's go.
Mira que media, Dios ha muerto porque yo te traje la tragedia. Dices que esta mierda es anemia, dices que me pongo tenso, que es el imbécil que se le mete el demonio de enciclopedia. Que yo sigo con mi rima.
Damn, I like the fucking flow that he did there. That was a fucking dope flip. But what the fuck did you say? This shit is anemia that I get tense. Who is the one who gets the devil from? Maclopedia. I've never heard of that word before. Is this trying to say encyclopedia or something like that? I've never heard of that word before. Or Wikipedia. That don't make sense to me. But whatever, that flip is still not good as the punch from ARKANO. That wasn't as good. The punch from ARKANO is way too good, man. The flow is dope though. Oh my god. Okay, ARKANO, ACZINO needs to wake up, you know, because so far he's smoking his ass. ARKANO is smoking his ass. He needs to wake up. It was cool when you smoked weed. Why do you switch to cocaine?
Este mierda quiere hablar de la cocaína, pero tu boca se disloca si te entra una sola de mis líneas.
No! Oh my god. He flipped the cocaine line. He flipped it. This shit wants to talk about the cocaine, but your mouth is dislocated if you get a single one of my lines. A fucking double there. There's a fucking double there. Like, you know, obviously cocaine, you take cocaines in lines. But then if you get a single one of my lines, like his bars, his punchlines, your mouth is gonna get dislocated. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's go, ACZINO. Damn. Okay, this is one so far. 1-1 in terms of dope punches. 1-1 so far. Let's go. Okay, I like that one. Oh, okay, I see that. Well, here it doesn't say I am. Yeah, so yeah, that's encyclopedia. So you go to the library, basically encyclopedia. I'm knowledge myself. Encyclopedia is where you go and find, you know, information about pretty much anything you want, and then obviously, but you go to the library. You have to go and study. And what you study, you have to go to the library. Like, I'm fucking encyclopedia. That was dope.
Enciclopedia, tú vete para una biblioteca. Checa cómo se defeca el de la raza azteca.
Oh, the cadence there. Damn, I need to hear that cadence again.
Tú vete para una biblioteca. Checa cómo se
checa. Ooh. Damn.
Y habilidades, él demuestra joterías y hablar homosexualidades.
That was dope. That was fucking dope. The cadence. You go for a library. Look how the one of the Aztec race defecates. I don't know what the fuck Aztec is. Aztec. Is that a South American reference? I don't know what that is. But the fucking cadence was dope there. It was fucking dope.
Checa cómo se defeca el de la raza azteca. Yo demuestro calle y habilidades. Él demuestra joterías y hablar homosexualidades. Homosexualidades. Yo defiendo el colectivo homosexual, cabrón. A ver si lo sabes. Por eso ARKANO le disloca. dices que te defecas, claro, ya estoy viendo lo que sueltas por la boca. Estás viendo lo que...
Oh my god. Oh, okay, that was dope. That was fucking dope. That was fucking dope. Because obviously in the previous line, ACZINO said something about he defecates, you know, with the whole cadence that he does, the checker, checker, checker. He defecates, and then ARKANO said that's why ARKANO dislocates him. You say you defecate? Of course, I'm already seeing what you release from your mouth. So basically, what's coming out of your mouth is shit, basically. And it can literally mean saying, oh, you're actually, you know, shitting from your mouth. That's fucking... the imagery. But that was fucking dope. That was fucking dope. Okay, let's go.
Por la boca. Sí, estás viendo lo que suelta por tu boca. Son balas van que en el pecho te tocan, provocan. ¿Viste cómo lo que digo es cierto? Cállate, puto, estás rapeando en mi concierto.
Okay. I don't think he flipped that really well with the shit that's coming out from him. With the I don't think he flipped that well. But what he said after that is dope. Dress like what I say is true. You shut up. Fucking, you're rapping at my concert. So basically he's saying that this is his concert and you're just rapping there. Okay.
Concierto, pero ¿por qué no te callas? Le voy a hacer papilla. Me quieres soltar, bala, pero se encastilla. Entonces, ¿qué pasa con tu pistola? Representando Chile y la ficción española. Pero este imbécil dice que se encasquilla. Él tiene una cuchilla de mantequilla. Maravilla, chilla, niña, vete, cállate y ve a llorar a la silla. Ay, la silla, sigo siendo el cabrón. Ese asesino me quiere matar con un tenedor. Pero bueno, yo tengo arte y yo no tengo una cuchilla, pero te humillo y tienes que suicidarte.
Ooh, okay, damn. So that's the end of the battle. It's close, you know. It's close. I mean, they started off with, you know, like the two couple punches that both of them, you know, had was quite good. But then I think, I don't know, man. I mean, it's very close, man, but I would have to go for slightly ARKANO, simply because I think he dropped more than a couple of lines that had double meanings. The, you know, the one, the defecate was coming from your mouth. That one, basically shit is coming from your mouth. What you talk about is just shit. And yeah, I mean, other than there isn't much, man. There isn't much. Obviously, you know, this is the end, so they're gonna give a winner. So if I had to pick a winner, I'll pick ARKANO. If I had to pick a winner. But it's tough, man. The first round, there was nothing much. There's nothing much between them in the first round. But I'm not gonna survive ACZINO wins. I mean, 3, 2, 1. ARKANO, but it's not. It shouldn't be a whitewash. All of them voted for ARKANO. Okay. I don't think it was that. It was a one-sided battle. But yeah, there you go. You know, some of these judges, sometimes they, you know, nobody knows what they're smoking. When I smoke shisha, nobody knows what the judges are smoking. So, but anyway, I really enjoyed this one. So that's 1-1. I need to watch the third battle that they had as well. I don't know if they had more than 3 battles. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next reaction. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys. Peace.